Hey guys, welcome back. And this is gonna be a quick tutorial on this look. I shared this picture on my Instagram and a lot of people loved it. I love to use different color eyeliners. I have a gray one right now by Sigma that is very long wearing, and I did a little bit different because I apply eyeshadow on top against the lash line to make it even more dramatic, and I love how it came out. So I decided to share with you from start to finish. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and I wanted to share because I've been using something different. This is my Mary Kay. This is the color Soft Black, and I'm gonna define the bottom of my eyebrow. As you can see with the brush, I kind of put all the hairs upwards so I could see where my eyebrow ends, and then I'm gonna mimic hair strokes, or I'm gonna do like hair strokes, so it will give me more of a natural look but still defined. Now I'm going to move on to the color brunette. This is lighter, so I decided to create a little bit more here at the beginning of the eyebrow, but I want it to be more of a gradient effect. Now I'm going to kind of blend it with the brush once again, and I'm going to clean the edges. Now this is totally optional, but I find that whenever I use a pencil, this is something that I need to do because sometimes I go underneath, it's a little wonky, and this is the best way to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Now I'm gonna set my eyebrows with a Mary Kay, oh goodness, gel, brow gel, and this is gonna make sure that it's not gonna move throughout the day. And at the beginning of the eyebrows, they're gonna point upwards, the other ones are gonna point to the back. As you can see, before and after, you still can see my hair, so it's not as dramatic as maybe a pomade. Now I'm using this Pixi by Petra. This is like highlighter and also concealer corrector quad that I've been loving. I'm doing just one eye so you can see how much brightening you can get with this thing, and the highlighters are bomb. I love them and I just need to review them. Now I was trying that day, the Makeup Forever, is it the Ultra HD foundation? I'm going to take the third color in this little sample that I got from Sephora, and using my favorite brush for foundation at the moment, which is this round one by Luxie, I'm going to apply the foundation in little dots all over the face, and then I'm going to start to blend it with that foundation brush. Now what I like about it is that you can blend your foundation in literally 1 minute. I don't know, it's just so fast that I find that this is one of the brushes that I am using the most lately. Now I'm gonna set my face with the Shea brightening powder. It does have a little bit of glitter, very finely milled, and it gives a perfect effect for my face. I don't know, I love it. It gives an extra something that I really like. So for contour, I'm gonna be using this Pixi by Petra bronzer, and instead of using that brush, I'm using a dual fiber and then blending it with the Kabuki one by Elf. Now I'm using this blush by Elizabeth Mott with this angle brush by Luxie. I love this color because it's not too dramatic, it's very subtle, and it stays on all day. Now I'm using the highlighter from that quad by Pixi, and it's so creamy. It seems like you're touching water. It's creamy and it does give you a pretty intense highlight, but not too dramatic. Now I'm gonna take this ColourPop eyeshadow and I'm gonna apply it all over the lid. I will put the names, the products, the brushes, and everything in the description box down below, so check that out. Now I'm taking this kind of reddish brown, also by ColourPop, with this more of a dense brush, and this is by Soho. It came in a small set that I really use all the time. And now I'm going to blend it with a fluffy blending brush. This is by Royal Elang Nickel, just to make sure that the color is very soft but still very pigmented. Now I've been trying this little palette by Shea Moisture, and I'm taking this dusty pink mauve color to set that other eyeshadow and to create something more neutral. Now, this black, it's really intense. Look at that. I barely touched it on each side. And then I had to blend because it was really, really pigmented. So I'm using my Mirabella blending brush to make sure that I don't have any lines between those colors. And as you can see, they layer perfectly. They don't look muddy. They just layer in the best possible way. Now I'm gonna go back to the same ColourPop eyeshadow and I'm gonna apply it into the lid so I can apply a highlighter in that area and make it pop. So for that, I am gonna be taking I think the second color from this palette, and I'm gonna set it with a flat shader brush. I think this is more of a concealer brush, the one that we use from Mary Kay, and that way I can pack on the color and make sure that I get that highlighting effect into that area. Now I'm going to go back to that dusty color with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to make sure that I don't see any edges between the color in the lid and all the colors that we already took the time to blend into the crease. Moving on to the eyeliner, this is the color Stone, if I'm not mistaken by Sigma. I love it, but I feel like since it's kind of light for my skin tone, I use it very sporadically, and especially when I have a very light eye, but I want to use it during this time of the year, so I decided that I was going to create a little wing and then create a little bit more depth using the black eyeshadow from the palette that I mentioned, and I'm just going to apply it against the lashes, so where the eyeliner ends, it will give a special effect. Now I'm using the same gel eyeliner to my bottom lash line to make sure that creates more of a smoky effect, and with this Real Techniques that it's not for blending but it's more like a sponge tip applicator that you use for your eyebrows, I'm gonna blend it. Then I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara, and that is the final look. I feel like it's very pretty. It's kind of neutral, but more cool tone, something that I'm not used to. You can combine it with a dark lip. This is by Wet n Wild, and I don't know why it wasn't working for me. It was kind of feathering all over the place. It's one of the matte lipsticks, but you can pair it with any lip color, and I think that it's gonna make your eyes really pop. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.